reduced speeds and lanes. An already dangerous stretch of PCH just got more dangerous for cyclists and drivers.
And it's a movement taking over social media. Trauma experts and counselors weigh in on the Me Too campaign. News at 5 starts right now.
That is used to seeing 60 and
Too Close for Comfort, a new multi-million-dollar Caltrans construction project on PCH is bringing cyclists and drivers closer than they'd like. Good evening, I'm Michaela Bisson.
And I'm Arthur Pooh. You're watching the Tuesday night edition of NewsWaves. The project is aimed at preventing rock and mudslides, but as NewsWaves 32 reporter Jack McGrath tells us, it's causing worry for some drivers on an already dangerous stretch of road.
Caltrans began their $5.2 million project last week in their efforts to reinforce a failing wall at an active landslide area near Escondido Beach. The construction zone spanned Latigo Canyon to Paradise Cove, with the problem area being located right past the 76 gas station on Coral Canyon. Detours went up on October 4th, with the speed limit dropping to as low as 25 miles per hour on a highway that is used to seeing 60 and above. The workers worked swiftly into the night this past weekend, removing the middle barrier that separates both directions of the Pacific Coast Highway, with the middle lanes going in the opposite directions being squinched together. One of the effects of the projects is the closing of the shoulders in the construction area. This in turn gives cyclists access to the full lane, something that Malibu locals in this area are not used to. Residents like Nicole Marmorez are not too pleased with this change, citing the new dangers this presents for drivers.
Having the cyclists come into the car's lane seems very scary to me. There'll probably be some fatalities.
This particular stretch is also known for its hills, a danger that snuck up on frequent PCH commuter and Starbucks Trancas manager Alec Torres.
Hill down here tends to get me from like a 50 speed limit just straight to like 80 to 50 without me knowing.
In the meantime, only time will tell whether the government-sponsored project will benefit or be a nuisance to the citizens of Malibu. Reporting for NewsWaves 32, I'm Jack McGrath.
We've got a while to go on with this one, but Caltrans, they won't be done with the project until 2019.
And the City Council is considering whether to make local businesses pay for Malibu's traffic problems. At next week's council meeting, Mayor Peake will propose a traffic mitigation fee. The fee will help fund road improvement projects and sidewalks that new businesses impact. The fee will come at no cost to the city and will be introduced as either a base price or per foot cost for new commercial developments.
The Coastal Commission is not on board with proposed overnight parking rules nearby in the Malibu Pier. In an effort to force out commercial business, they have set up permanently on PCH. The city wants to limit parking to 30 minutes between 2 and 4 in the morning in the area. But saying a moonlight beach walk takes longer than 30 minutes. The Coastal Commission says no. It is asking for unrestricted 24-hour parking access along the beach.
And with devastating natural disasters and the mass shooting in Las Vegas, Pepperdine is helping with blood donations. NewsWaves 32 reporter Lily Spiritos joins with more on the campus effort that's happening all week. Lily?
That's right, Michaela. The first day of the blood drive on campus ended minutes ago, but you can roll up your sleeve and help until Thursday. The American Red Cross had a blood drive today at Pepperdine University on the first floor of the Hawk. Many natural disasters have occurred over the last couple of months, and states have lost necessary local supplies. People can help by donating blood through the American Red Cross. Senior Account Manager and volunteer of the Red Cross, Sean Inoue, explains how blood donations really do help during crises.
What our big focus is really thinking on the donors who have been consistently giving blood. It's the reason why we've had blood on the shelves to respond to the tragedy in Vegas or the emergencies locally here. It's the blood that's given before those emergencies that we're able to mobilize in a moment's notice and get to those people who really need it the most.
After the mass shooting in Las Vegas, people throughout the nation have been asking how to help. Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman responded, "What we ask for is blood." Senior Jason Garofolo said he wanted to donate to help those affected by the Las Vegas shooting.
And then after, I guess, learning how much people really need blood and how good of, a resource we have by donating, that's kind of the main reason.
Having the American Red Cross at Pepperdine University this week makes it convenient for Malibu residents to donate.
While we cannot save the lives already lost, we can save those in need of blood. Appointments to donate can be made by emailing elizabeth.bucci@pepperdine.edu. Back to you, Michaela.
Thank you, Lily. Malibu wants everyone to drop, cover, and hold on Thursday. The city is joining the Great Shakeout Drill. The city's public safety manager will lead an information session at 9:30 a.m., with the drill happening at 10:19 a.m. Emergency kits will be available for purchase, and the city hopes the drill will encourage local residents and schools to be prepared.
The shortening of the runway at the Santa Monica Airport has been cleared for takeoff. A federal injunction banning the move was lifted today, reducing the runway from almost 5,000 feet to 3,500 feet. The runway will cut jet traffic and commercial charters by the thousands. The move is a precursor to the closing of the airport after December 31st, 2028. After the airport closes, the land will be used as a park, but a few historic buildings might be preserved.
Me too. If you've logged onto social media this week, it's a statement you can't miss. NewsWaves 32 reporter Emily Tenser has more on the stories of sexual assault and advice from trauma experts. Emily?
Me too. Two simple words speaking up in a conversation millions are engaging in. Of the magnitude of It started with Alyssa Milano, who tweeted to her followers asking people that if they've ever experienced sexual assault or harassment to reply with, "Me too." So far, Twitter has seen almost 1 million responses of people saying #MeToo. Facebook has said since Sunday that over 12 million have either posted, commented, or had a response.
Snuffing out smoking. The new rules and regulations for a smoke-free campus at Pepperdine.
And a popular Malibu restaurant is heading south, where you can get a Malibu farm meal outside of the city.
Crystals, yoga, and all-around healthy living. Highlights from the Malibu Health and Wellness Celebration with advice from experts.
One way to stay healthy is to get plenty of vitamin D. And with our warm temperatures this week, it should be no problem. It still feels like summer in the fall. Your full weather forecast after the break.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
The iconic trees that line Santa Monica's historic shoreline, Palisades Park, are dying. The Santa Monica City Council voted last week to replace more than 50 diseased palm trees in the park. About a quarter of the trees in the park have died over the last decade from an untreatable fungus. The city has earmarked $250,000 to replace the trees with more resistant ones, but they might lose some in the process.
Malibu's popular Pier restaurant is heading south. The Malibu Farm is opening up a new location at Lido Marina Village in Newport Beach. The new restaurant should help anchor Lido Marina, a growing hotbed of delicious eateries and restaurants. The restaurant is expected to have indoor and outdoor seating that covers more than 2,750 square feet. The grand opening is slated to open sometime next spring.
And now we have Christina here with weather. It is a hot day, and it's supposed to be just even hotter this week, right?
It is. It feels like summer right in the fall, and we are so lucky to have temperatures in the 80s this week. Wow. Yes. Today in Malibu, it's cooling off after a warm day. It's cloudy and 77 degrees. Today's temperatures reached 10 degrees warmer than the historical averages. Humidity is at 50%, and winds are blowing westward at 10 miles an hour. Let's look at our regional temperature map to see weather around the area. Temperatures are similar in Santa Monica at 80 degrees, but it's considerably warmer in Calabasas at 93 degrees and in Agora Hills at 92. In Thousand Oaks, it's 87 degrees. Dry vegetation and hot temperatures also make today's fire warning extreme. A brush fire erupted at Mount Wilson Observatory around 4 o'clock this morning. 500 firefighters from the LA Fire Department are battling the blaze, which could reach up to 600 acres. We must also take extreme precaution during this time due to high temperatures. Luckily, however, surf conditions are looking promising this week. Waves are good today and are expected to reach 3 to 5 feet, which is waist to chest high. They'll remain the same tomorrow, reaching 3 to 5 feet again. Tomorrow's surf conditions will also be accompanied by sunshine and fewer clouds. So let's look ahead at the weather for the remainder of the week. Wednesday will be sunny with a high of 74 and a low of 58. Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 70 and a low of 59. Temperatures will begin to cool down on Friday when it's cloudy with a high of 69 and a low of 58. And the sun will be shining again on Saturday with a high of 78 and a low of 64.
All these fires are so unfortunate, like seeing what happened in Napa. It's just very hard to see.
It is. It's important that we appreciate the warm weather, but we also have to stay safe.
Very careful with our fire safety. Very important.
All right, Pepperdine is doing away with smoking on campus. Starting August 1st of 2018, all Pepperdine campuses will become 100% smoke-free. This policy will apply to all domestic and international campuses. Pepperdine student Khalid Al-Abdul-Lazar is not a fan of the new policy.
I don't like it at all because there are already limited places to smoke, and we're already like away from everybody who doesn't smoke.
Pepperdine believes that a smoke-free campus will reduce health risk and cigarette litter on campus. The university will offer help with smoking cessation through one of their subsidized cessation programs. Violations of this policy will result in intervention by Department of Public Safety.
And Malibu as a whole puts a lot of emphasis on health, so much so that they dedicated a whole day to it. But where is the healthy balance between healthy living and guilty pleasure? Here's Gabby.
That's right, Michaela. Malibu celebrated health this weekend, but what we found is that there's always room for a little indulgence.
The Malibu community is no stranger to healthy living. Doctors, recovery centers, spas, crystal healing, organic restaurants, and fitness centers are what make up the heart of wellness in Malibu. Malibu celebrated healthy living with the first annual all-day health, wellness, and fitness fair. Local Malibu businesses that specialize in health services lined the streets of the Malibu Colony Plaza parking lot. Fitness demonstrations, guest speakers, and Malibu's own DJ created an atmosphere of inspiration for Malibu residents seeking wellness. With endless organic options and A-list health centers, there's no doubt Malibu is the place to set the standard for healthy living. But wellness doesn't only mean doctor's visits and healthy eating. Chamber of Commerce CEO says there's an even larger spectrum to a healthy lifestyle.
We had planned to have actually a surf lesson demonstration, there's balance beams, any kind of singing is good for your lungs. So when you think about wellness and vitality, it's very broad spectrum.
While health awareness is extremely important, Malibu fitness manager says we still can't get obsessed.
It's healthy in the way that you can't stress about it every minute of your day, and you don't want to live it 24/7. You have to enjoy life. You have to take a break. You have to sit back and relax.
Even with the pressure to stay on top of healthy living, there's always room for an indulgence.
It's good to balance it with everything, have a little enjoyment, have a little pleasure, and then that's why you go to the gym, or that's why you go get your treatment to earn it.
The city plans on doing more health fairs like this one in future years.
Malibu was also recently ranked the #2 city for longest life expectancy in LA County. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. And Pepperdine's mascot got a makeover. Willie's new look.
And it's blue, it's orange, it is madness! The kickoff to basketball season at Pepperdine.
Malibu's most expensive home goes on the market. The features fit for a king at Newcastle.
Time is running out. According to my calculations, 1 in 5 kids in America struggles with hunger. How can so many children face hunger when there's more than enough food to feed them all? You're right, Barry. We can help solve hunger by teaming up with Feeding America to get food to hungry kids in communities across the country.
Help Flint and the Feeding America network of food banks get food to the people who need it in your community. Find your local Feeding America food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
Together, we're Feeding America.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And shelter pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city.
Whoa!
Gear up, guys.
All right, so a lot of sports going on, especially here in Malibu. Brianna, what do you got?
Yes, some sports here at Pepperdine. Can you feel the madness? Pepperdine basketball is rallying fans for the start of the season. It all started with blue and orange madness. Food, games, rides, and more importantly, basketball. The event of the season that gets everyone excited. Blue and Orange Madness. Alumni, families, friends, and students gathered for the kickoff of our basketball program here at Pepperdine.
I think it's really fun to just see the whole school to come together.
The men and women's basketball teams were introduced to the public and gave a preview of what they have in store. Sophomore and Pepperdine stepper Lexi Johnson said the event gets her pumped for the start of the season.
It hypes people up because they introduce themselves and they all ran out, and so it's cool because we don't necessarily interact with them every day, but when you come here you get to know their names, where they're from.
Our women's basketball team upset Gonzaga last year and plans on keeping it wavy to upset the Bulldogs again. Also ready to dominate, our men's team showed the audience some dunks that you may see at their upcoming games. Second-year Peace Uke Duba is ready to see great basketball.
It's pretty cool. It definitely gets me hyped up for the season because I like basketball and I like a good basketball game. So I just hope that they bring it this year.
Willie the Wave and Pepperdine's step team helped the crowd get ready and hyped for the year ahead. Following their performances, everyone in the crowd hit the floor to show off their moves in a great celebration to end the night.
The first men's basketball home game is Tuesday, November 14th, and the women will take the court at home on Sunday, November 19th. For more things that happen at Blue and Orange Madness, Pepperdine's mascot Willie the Wave is back with the new name but same look. Uh-oh, no he's not. Friday's exhibition showcased the new and improved, that's up for debate, brighter blue Willie sporting a basketball uniform and a new smile. And it looks like Willie's been hitting the gym. Others say it looks like he might not text back and want his sunglasses and toothy grin back.
Thank you, Brianna, for the update on sports. But since Emily Tenser's package on Me Too did not take earlier due to technical difficulties, we will be watching it now.
It's more than just something in common. It's an admittance of vulnerability and a confession of hurt.
It's like we've been engendered almost since childhood. Don't talk about it.
And most didn't talk about it until recently, when many actresses came forth with sexual allegations against Harvey Weinstein, including Charmed star Rose McGowan. In reaction to all this, McGowan's Charmed co-star Alyssa Milano took to social media, saying, "If you've been sexually harassed or assaulted, write Me Too," as a reply to this tweet. And 60,000 replied. On Twitter, the hashtag was used almost 1 million times. Celebrities admitted own experiences, stars like Reese Witherspoon, Lady Gaga, and America Ferrera. Aspiring actress Katie Semple says actresses' contribution is critical for change.
If we as storytellers are going to be in a business where we're trying to speak for people who don't have a voice, then we need to be able to speak up for ourselves.
And so many have inspired people to share stories.
It helps those who are maybe afraid to get help or afraid to identify assault as assault to be empowered.
Facebook says more than 45% of people in the U.S. are friends with someone who posted Me Too, and there are 12 million posts, comments, and reactions. And it's not just women. Men are a part of the conversation too.
Men, talk about this. Be open about this. It doesn't emasculate you. It's the only way that we're going to get something done.
Intended to give sense of the magnitude of the problem, it's very clear the problem is there and needs to be addressed.
So once again, that was Emily Tenser's package. Thank you, Emily. Pepperdine is alive with the sound of music, the weekly event where you can get your classical fix.
And around the town, the local businesses that are attracting students with discounts.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Got a quarter?
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. The pressure's too much. I quit. I get it. I can do better. Just
Please, don't leave.
Don't let your heart quit on you. Get your uncontrolled high blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late.
Bear.
Students with ID discounts. Let's see how much this plastic cartridge really worth. ID is useful for so much more than just identification. Flashing this plastic card can get you discounts across Malibu and the local areas. Pepperdine freshman Paxton Ritchie said he was unaware of the discounts available.
I read something about it in a brochure when I got here, so a little.
Pepperdine senior Samantha Gonzalez said the discounts are useful, but not always the best deal.
I was hoping to get some discounted tickets to Hollywood Horror Nights, and right before I was about to buy them, I looked on the actual Hollywood Horror Nights website, and it turns out those tickets were cheaper than the Pepperdine discount.
In the Malibu Country Mart, Chipotle will give students a free drink with their meal. Down PCH, Subway at the Malibu Colony Plaza, Pacific Coast Greens, and Malibu Seafood will offer a 10% discount off your total purchase with a valid student ID. Through the Canyon at many Chick-fil-A locations, you can get a free drink, while Sharky's Woodfire Mexican Grill also offers a 10% discount. To stay fit, students get specialty pricing on yoga classes with Core Power Yoga and at Pilates Plus Malibu. From food to apparel, you can save when you remember to show your card. These discounts, there might not be the biggest 10% here or there, but it really does help.
Oh man, honestly, Chick-fil-A sounds really good right now too.
I will go for a free
I need
drink at
free food,
Chick-fil-A.
let's be real, I need free food.
Yeah, discounts on yoga, Pilates, amazing. Yeah. What more could you ask for?
I know.
What do you have for us today?
Well, it's a time of the day that most people need to unwind. But instead of taking a nap at 3 p.m., why not tune into some classical music?
Ready, blue. Audio up on blue. Take blue.
Take my blue.
Audio up a little bit.
The Rate Recital Hall is always full with the sound of music. Each Wednesday, music and voice majors perform in a recital titled Music at 3. Andrea Hutman said performing more emotional pieces helps her connect with her audience.
Music and performing to me means the world. It's amazing to be able to connect with the audience, and when you really are involved in a piece and emotionally, you can really connect with the audience and they can feel that emotion as well.
Soprano Danielle Adair said she participates in the recital because she enjoys how music brings the community together.
I think that this communal aspect of performing is really important. It brings people together, it helps everyone feel and stay connected, as well as your individual experience as a performer. You understand the world and yourself a little better every time you perform.
The recital also featured students Cora Pruitt, Julie Cowger, Ryan Murphy, Connor Bazark, Fernando Grimaldo, Adrian Patino, Wesley Park, and Jonathan Vu.
You can catch the next performance tomorrow in Rate Recital Hall, and you know the time, it's at 3 p.m. A Pepperdine professor's humanitarian acts are going national in a new documentary. Remand, an award-winning documentary, will premiere on KCET, Link TV, and DirecTV Channel 375 tomorrow at 7 p.m. The story follows School of Law professor Jem Gash and his success in reforming the criminal justice system for teenagers in Uganda. The documentary is narrated by Angela Bassett.
Wow, it's amazing to get that opportunity to go see Pepperdine students performing right on campus.
Oh yeah, it was really great. I highly recommend you check it out.
It's amazing to see just how talented Pepperdine students really are.
All right, thank you so much. Malibu's most expensive home is hitting the market tomorrow. It's appropriately named Newcastle. It's going back on the market tomorrow with a staggering $85 million price tag. Rebuilding from the devastating 2007 Canyon fire, Scott Gilson was able to revive the home's beauty. It now stands at 12,500 square feet and features floor-to-ceiling glass windows, a media room, and a wine tasting cellar. We'll be back on Thursday, but for now, we'll play out with the #1 song on iTunes today, Thunder by Imagine Dragons. Have a good night.
not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number. I was lightning before